All right. Shalom Yasharala. Before we get started, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, we're back another video, another lesson. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to you brothers, all right, and you sisters out there. And the title of this one's going to be called Be Watchful for False Flags / Black Swan Events. All right. And I got these articles we're going to read, both from End Time Headlines. All right. We first want to start with, let's first start with this. All right. It says, the title, FBI and DHS warn of possible copycat attack following New Orleans attack. It says the FBI and U.S. Department of Homeland Security, all right, have warned law enforcement agencies nationwide about the potential for copycat attacks following the ISIS-inspired incident on New Year's Day in New Orleans, which resulted in 14 deaths and dozens of injuries. According to Fox News, the two federal agencies issued a public service announcement to approximately 18,000 law enforcement agencies across the country, including local police and sheriff's departments. They urged officers to remain vigilant in light of the possible threat posed by violent extremists following the New Orleans attack. The FBI and DHS are concerned about possible copycat and retaliatory attacks due to the persistent appeal of vehicle ramming as a tactic for aspiring violent extremist attackers, the PSA read. Previous attackers inspired by foreign terrorist organizations who have conducted vehicle attacks in the United States and abroad have used rented, stolen, and personally owned vehicles, which are easy to acquire. The PSA also noted that some of the attackers have used additional weapons, such as firearms and knives, to attack individuals once the vehicle stops. Others have attempted to conceal and pre-position improvised explosive devices (IEDs) to supplement a vehicle attack. All right, the PSA added. Get rid of that out of the way. It says not only have attacks been on pedestrians, but they have also targeted law enforcement, military members, and crowded public venues like festivals and commercial centers accessible by roadways. We ask that public remain vigilant regarding possible copycat or retaliatory attacks and report any suspicious activity to law enforcement, the federal agency said. All right. So they're, putting an announcement out there of, telling, the law enforcement, different agencies to be vigilant, of copycat attacks, that happened, like one that happened in New Orleans. Us also should be vigilant because any day something can happen, 1 Peter 5:8. And it reads, be sober, be vigilant. All right, matter of fact, I'm going to start at 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. All right, let's get these words sober and vigilant. All right, sober is nepho, and it says to be sober, to be calm and collected in the spirit. All right, to be temperate, dispassionate, circumspect. And this word circumspect, it says wary and unwilling to take risks, cautious. Okay, got to be cautious in these latter days. All right, and circumspect means around, spec means to look. All right, and let's see if this works. But circumspect means, to look around. All right. See what this means. Dispassionate, not influenced by strong emotion, and so able to rational and impartial. All right, unemotional, objective. It can't be only emotions. Especially in the times we're in, man. All right, so it means to be sober, become collected in the spirit, and vigilant, Gregorio, to watch, metaphor, give strict attention to, be cautious, active. All right, let's get second address real quick. 9 and 1, and it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right, you do that by how you measure the times, by doing, looking into the news articles. All right, looking out into the world and see what's going on, man. All right, different things are happening. You got wildfires, you got, all right, mass shootings. Okay, man, people are just gonna get more and more. It's gonna get more and more, wicked as we go on, man. All right, you're gonna have famines coming, pestilence rising. All right, people going, let's get this over here. Second Ezra 6. I'm sorry, 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one another, fight against one another like enemies. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. All right? So it comes from a point in time where people are going to turn on each other. Okay? Now let's get this other article. All right? This one is from Maritime Headlines as well. Nearly 25,000 police officers and 8,000 soldiers will descend on Washington, D.C. for Trump's inauguration. In anticipation of President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration on January 20th, 2025, Washington, D.C. is implementing extensive security measures to ensure the safety of the attendees and general public. Approximately 8,000 soldiers and 25,000 police officers are being transported to the Capitol to bolster, security efforts. This deployment includes National Guard units from various states, reflecting a coordinated effort to manage the large crowds expected for the inauguration. The soldiers will assist with crowd control, traffic management, and other security-related tasks to maintain order during the events. U.S. Capitol Police Chief J. Thomas Manger has identified lone actors, as the most significant safety threat during the inauguration. And what's a lone actor? Let's do this. Let's copy. All right. All right, a lone actor is a person who plans and carries out a violent act without support from a group or organization. All right, they may also be referred to as lone wolves. All right, and terrorism. All right, political violence. All right, so these are the times that we're in, man. And that's why it says to be circumspect. Going back, it says, this assessment follows recent incidents on Capitol Hill where individuals attempted to disrupt congressional proceedings through potentially violent means. The focus on lone actors underscores the challenges in detecting and preventing actions by individuals not affiliated with organized groups. According to Fox News, the inauguration is expected to draw approximately 250,000 ticketed guests. In response, authorities are implementing comprehensive security protocols, including road closures, security checkpoints, and increased surveillance to ensure the safety of all participants. Attendees are advised to follow official guidance and remain vigilant during the events. These measures reflect a commitment to safeguarding the inauguration proceedings and the well-being of the public and amid heightened security concerns. That's why I named the title, Be Careful They'll be watching for false flags and black swan events, because, it could be something could happen at the inauguration. They could try to assassinate Trump once again. But for the what, third, fourth time? Okay? So these are the times that we're in right now, which is what? 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Perilous means dangerous. Alright? We're in perilous times right now, man. Okay? Let's go Luke 21. Alright, and 34. And it reads, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. All right, the day of the Lord. But you compare this to the times of trouble coming, right? For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. You see, so we can't be. This goes for myself as well. We can't be too indulged in the world right now, man. All right, we should give our all. We should give to this word, to this truth, to this ministry. Do as much as we can to push out this word, because something's about to. You could feel it in the air. Something's about to come, man. The Lord's about to bring some type of calamity to this place. Through on the left hand side, through these wicked Edomites. They're about to bring something. So be careful while you're out and about. Do what you gotta do. It says, be in the world, but don't abuse it. All right. Daniel 12:1, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And that's the time of Jacob's trouble, which are coming upon real fast, man. All right. Let me get a couple more. This is 2 Esdras 16. All right. And 17, it says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. See that? What shall I do when these evils shall come? Evils are going to grow. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals, which is food, shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. You're about to have great confusion happen right now. Well, not right now, but great confusion is going to happen at some particular point. All right. These different things that's happening, on earth. All right. It's a reason why it's happening. All right. And it's all because of course of the Lord, but sometimes, the time of, Jacob's trouble is on the way. You get Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You get this word cold, right? Which is psycho. All right, it says to breathe, blow, cool by blowing. But down here it says a waning love. All right, and that goes into what? Go back to 2 Timothy 3:1. All right, and you go through that list. It says without natural affection. People want to start, hating one another even more. Waning means decrease. All right, or disappear. It also goes into the moon when it decreases in size. All right, so waning love, man, to be made or grow cold or cool. Strong definition. All right, where is it? It says wax cold. There was one in here. Guess it doesn't have it, but we know waning love, man. All right. So these are times that we're in, I just want to bring this out real quick, that we should be circumspect, okay? And don't be, too much in the world, man, because you can get caught up out there. We can get caught up out there, something can go down any day, So we should be more careful You know, continue to pray and watch. All right. And, you know, be on the lookout for, you know, more evils to come. Because they're coming. Matter of fact, Ephesians 5. All right. That was a spirit. Ephesians 5 and 14. It says, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Yahushua shall give thee light. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Why? Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. And I may change the title to that. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. All right, let's get the NLT version real quick. Verse 14, verse 13, it says, but their evil intentions will be exposed when the lion shites on them. For the light makes everything visible. This is why it is said, awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Yahushua will give you light. So be careful how you live. Don't live like fools, but like those who are wise. Make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. Okay? Don't act thoughtlessly, but understand what the Lord wants you to do. All right, what does he want us to do? To push out his word, all right, and warn the people. Okay? That's what we're supposed to do. All right? So, Lord willing, this was edifying. We're going to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. And double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, the teacher and well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord's will was edified. Till next video, I'm going to say, Shalom.